It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Newcastle Police have praised the crowd for their good behaviour following last night's triumphant Asian Cup semi-final win by the Socceroos. A capacity crowd was on hand for the game at Hunter Stadium. Police say the crowd was very well behaved with no arrests or evictions. Belinda will have more on last night's game coming up in sport. The New South Wales Greens are stepping up their call for an end to coal seam gas activities at Gloucester after dangerous levels of chemicals were detected. AGL has temporarily suspended the project after BTEX chemicals were found in flowback water. Greens MP Jeremy Buckingham says it reinforces their call for a complete ban on fracking and coal seam gas in New South Wales.
The latest news that AGL have contaminated groundwater in Gloucester with fracking chemicals should be the death knell for this industry. Fracking is a dangerous process. We've always been concerned that it would contaminate groundwater, and the latest results coming out of Gloucester prove that it's game over for coal seam gas.
A Muswellbrook Pistol Club is putting a Senate committee in the firing line for an inquiry into cracking down on gun laws to decrease gun-related violence. The Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Committee has concerned the club after focusing on the banning of semi-automatic handguns in order to reduce the number of illegally held firearms. The club says their members follow the requirements laid down by licensing authorities and protect their weapons from theft. The Pistol Club agreed with tougher storage laws, but say police response times to back-to-base alarms need to improve. The Port of Newcastle has celebrated another trade record for the year to December 2014. More than 164 million tonnes of commodities were exported or imported through the port, an increase of 5.3% on the previous year. Port Executive Manager Commercial Michael Dowser says international demand for thermal and coking coal from the Hunter is also up by almost 6%.
We've seen strong growth in coal exports through the port, which is the continuation of growth over a long period of time. What's been really encouraging in 2014 is we've seen growth even though we've had a period of lower coal prices.
It's about to become easier for pedestrians to cross the now disused Newcastle rail line. Crossings at Wolf and Steel Streets are opening today, weeks earlier than expected. Another 3 crossings at Kawumi Place, Worth Place and Perkins Street are being installed and should be open in the next 2 months. Lake Macquarie Council is encouraging schools, businesses and the Hunter community to help keep the city clean in this year's National Clean Up Australia Day. The March 1 event will involve volunteering to clean up a local site across the city, including the lake foreshore, bushland, beaches and parks. Manager for Sustainability, Dr Alice Howe, says the event has huge benefits for the city and the environment.
We have huge numbers of people that participate in the event. Last year we had about 6,500 volunteers out across 90 clean-up sites, and they collected 27 tonnes of waste, so that makes a huge contribution to the local environment. And it's also helped to generate a whole range of other clean-up activities that we run through our Eco Angel program throughout the year.
Now with sport, Belinda Delaceres.
Australia has booked a ticket into the Asian Cup final following last night's 2-0 win over the United Arab Emirates at Hunter Stadium. The Green and Gold sealed the deal with 2 goals in the opening 15 minutes, courtesy of defenders Trent Sainsbury and Jason Davidson. Socceroos coach Ange Postecoglou has told Fox Sports they're ready for Saturday's clash with South Korea.
As much as I love Newcastle, I didn't fancy staying here playing for a 3rd and 4th. Great credit to the players and the staff. It's the final day, we're going to be there and we've got a shot at the title.
Meanwhile, embattled Newcastle Jets coach Phil Stubbins has flown to Brisbane for emergency talks with owner Nathan Tinkler after losing the support of players. The squad met with the Professional Footballers Australia Union yesterday to voice their concerns over direction and unpaid superannuation entitlements at the club. And Maitland Pickers hooker Julie Young has been named in the Australian women's side to take on New Zealand in a 3-match series as part of this weekend's Auckland Nines. That's sport. I'm Belinda Delaceres.
To a new RFM News Time 26 to 7.